Semu. She hot man. She got massive oppa in the first scene we saw. She was like, wow. What's her powers? Glasses? I feel like her powers were like glass something. Oh yeah, she can read people's power, right? Of course. I keep saying it. Her powers obviously glasses, right? Yeah, exactly. She got like magical. She got like key glasses. She's a scouter! The Dragon Ball character! She got like scouting. Oh my god. Her power is scouting. Here we go. She's literally a scouter. Oh, he got infinite powers! It's over 9,000! It's all clearly an over 9,000! Spider-Man falls down! Exactly. It's so classic anime. Her powers is to scout people. Her power is super eyesight. And she's like, oh my god, this kid is over 9,000! So I really like this anime, guys. I think it's actually one of the best new shonens, I guess it is, that I've seen in a while. Last episode I think was really great, with the main character actually apologized and learned something, right? Today episode we're gonna learn about mostly, you know, like the best girl, right? Like his love interest, Ryu, badass girl fighter, and straight up, guys, she is basically Ryoko from Kill la Kill. It's clear as Kill la Kill, man. She's fighting with a scissor, and her name is even similar, like Ryoko Ryu. I mean, it can't be a coincidence. She's straight up from Kill la Kill, man. She got a giant scissor power. I'm just calling it. Anyway, then we get subscribed, like button, let's check it out. There's a bunch of characters. A new a baby or something. And some girl with a cleric thing, and some, you know, no-name characters. Obviously, most of the characters will have no name, right? Most of them will never have an actual screen time. There's like 10 characters in the background. It's like, I don't care about them. He's close the door. We don't talk about these people. No. Yeah, who's the boss now then? Boss lady? Boss man? I think it'll be a man because the woman at the, like the vice boss. Something like that. Like she's like the guild clerk or something. So it'd probably be a man, right? With the guild master though. Because the vice captain is basically a woman right there. Man. She really was a fan with him. Yeah? Yeah, you wanna go with me, boss? You wanna go with me? He's like, I like how he's afraid of her. He's like, what? A woman is hitting on me. I mean, you know, he's like, he only had one female friend before she betrayed him, right? He's like, this woman is flirting, I think, or something. I'm afraid. Yeah, poor guy. Okay, so they have different areas, like polluted areas, and they're like extra dangerous. This is about FF16 in a way, but I mean, but I get hesitant, right? Yeah, like this area here is darker on the map. It's no man's land. Okay, there are 6 areas, so there's no man's land, and I guess a lot more trash monsters there, so one. But is it perhaps that these like floating islands are over those areas? It does feel like if there's a lot more trash in those areas, it's probably like a better area over right? I'm just guessing, of course, but if it's like a typical video game setting, right? It's like in the lower, realm is like terrible, death, horrible demon realm, and then heaven realm is straight over it. That's usually how it would be, right? So, I mean, it makes sense that they throw out the trash. But he did say they were moving around, though. He did say they're moving around, but maybe they have like a certain route how they're flying. So if you want to get up there, you should probably try to jump up there at one of those pollution areas. Oh, what is this typical man thing? It's gonna test his strength or something. Yeah, he has powerful grip or something. It's like, cool guy. He's like, what is... He's like, I hate everyone here! You're all nutcases! So earlier it was like giant Godzilla, Kaiju-sized beast, right? But now instead it looks a herd, but it looks tiny. It's like a gazelle or something, like an antelope. You do animals, and the other ones are big animals too. Do they all turn into animals in some reason, these trash monsters? You're really gonna see her powers now, right? She's just like, it's fine! It's fine! I can solo them! Yeah, she wants to have a party. She's very laid back. She's obviously a mental person. I feel everyone down here are nutcases. She's just like, yeah, come on! I fight people all the time! To survive on the ground, you have to keep cool! Yeah. She's obviously a complete nutcase. Like, you have to be cool about this. Like, this happens every day here. It's like, what? Is she gonna freak out now? She's like, we're gonna keep cool. She's probably freaking out, right? Not just freaking out. She's like, we're gonna keep cool. And then it's like, no, I'm not cool anymore. I hate this thing. Oh, maybe she used to be like a hairdresser or something. Instead of pop. Keep cool. He's wondering, like, do they know up there? I would obviously, I think it's an obvious storyline, right? I think that, of course, the leaders up there, the people controlling the flying cities, they certainly have to know that people are living down here, right? Like, they're evil, they know it, right? But I'm guessing that, like, the average person, like the girl that threw away her doll, right, episode 1, I don't think she would know about this. Like, he didn't know. Yeah, I don't think they know about like the people living on the bottom in the shit or so. Yeah, I mean, clearly her powers are scissors. She's kind of like Uber in Frieren. Oh, there we go. What can Ryu do then? What's her powers? Are they grow bigger? Oh, she's killing it! Oh my god! Giant scissor lady! Oh no! I've seen this before! Yes, she's badass. Find a new badass lady. It's like, why she's even defeats though? I don't know. She's like Ryoko but defeats instead. Yeah, but she's always just killing it. It's like crazy hair. She keeps being like, oh, Jackson! Yeah, full cut! Okay, so I mean, it's her flashback that she was like a hairdresser lady, and then she turned into a badass warrior! Kill style! I guess it does kind of have hair though, so she can cut it. Yeah, okay. Method. Yeah, okay. A badass girl, man. Yes, nice and clean. Oh, take a Titan. Yes, this week's crazy. Yeah, she's like, I found your weak point! She's just loving it. Like, yes, flying through that nape thing. Of course, she just really loves her job, man. So they're throwing trash to her, and she cuts them off with her giant scissors, right? Yes, they just throw it to her, right? Because they don't have like magical weapons like she has. Are you gonna save him now, I guess? I mean, he do get the power, so... Yeah, I think he's probably gonna use his super gloves, right? Yeah, but he hasn't activated his pipe yet, so... Here we go, now he's activating the pipe through his gloves so he can like punch them. Oh, it turned into like a new thing? But he clearly can't control it though. Yeah, well, the shape is weird. What's happening? Interesting. He made the pipe turn into some weird like net instead. But he kinda used it instantly. I guess he has to learn his power. Well, so he's powered by like a... one of those scraps, what? Huh, so does it mean... I mean, I'm guessing that even people can probably create monsters by using, you know, vital instruments, but magic items or whatever. Maybe it was his item then that was used for that. Yeah, okay, it's early, of course. So now we're gonna learn about the real bad guys, right, behind this. Similar hair to the monster, actually. Yeah, dreads kind of looking. So, in the end, right, we see this box cutter was the actual monster. I think it's interesting. My guess, which is probably how it is, honestly, if it's straightforward, is that someone can take someone's vital item, right, and turn it into a monster, and perhaps the dreads it had is because the guy with dreads at the sofa did it, right? But clearly they can somehow impose someone's like magical weapon into a monster. Now, I don't think the size necessarily means it has to be that, because we saw bigger monsters in episode 1, right? But they were probably not infused, so I think it's more like, here we had a small ram monster, and then this guy appears, which is like a super ram. So it's probably more that if you infuse it, it will turn into whatever, you know, bigger, maybe stronger of what current type it is. So if you take the first monster, episode 1, and give them this thing, it would be even bigger, or other color, or whatever, so strong. But overall, I like it. I like that we already have, what can I say, like a main bad guy, right, you know? So, for example, I watched Dan as well, right? I think this episode was great, with the whole Radma reference, links below, whatever, but it's like, Dan, I think, really lacks this thing. I think it's much better here when you have, like, you need to have some kind of overarching bad guy. So, the bad guy doesn't have to be behind everything, right? The bad guy can appear maybe every third, every fifth episode, whatever. Maybe he's behind every second arc or something. But it doesn't, so far at least, it feels like it's just a bunch of random evil people, right? You know what I mean? It's like, this is evil ghost or whatever. Here, I like this much more. We're introduced to, okay, we have monsters, we have trash thing, and then we have someone that probably is creating the monsters, right? You must take a Titan, you know what I mean? I think I'm taking a Titan, and I'm gonna spoil now, but I assume people really are up to the Titan, right? I'm gonna assume they are, and Titan for me, the sweet spot, I think Titan, really was the Beast Man reveal, right? I think the whole Mali thing is overall terrible to Titan, but especially from a mystery standpoint, I think the best standpoint, right, was that moment when you learn that the Titans aren't just, you know, like, they're mindless, but there's someone behind them, right? You see the Beast Titan, he's a stronger, smart Titan. They can use weaponry to throw stuff at someone. And we see him, you know, and we see with the glasses. I think that all to me is the highlight, a high point of Attack on Titan. You see like do, and what does that mean and so on. Then of course you get to the basement and you get the photo. But those two moments I think are the two best moments from a mystery standpoint, right? Because then they're establishing that these giant monsters are actually someone is controlling them, whatever. Someone is behind them, right? So here in this anime, I think similar thing is like, okay, we have this monster of trash, but there's a guy sitting there like, that was pretty good. But yeah, we have some bad guy being like, my plan. So I think anime needs that. You can't just have these like mindless goons running around. It gets boring pretty quickly, right? We don't feel like there's any meaning to it, right? Kaiju number 8, I think it works there well as well, right? Kaiju number 8, you have these giant kaijus, but you also have kaiju number 8, 9, and 10, whatever they are. You know, they're also the mushroom guys like behind some of them. Like again, that means the mystery is better, right? So Attack on Titan. Yeah, I think it's a good example of that where, again, the secret reveal is like perfect, and then afterward it's too much of it. The more is too much, yeah. It becomes this like giant world war, yeah, I think it's boring, right? It's better when it's like, you know, just a little bit. You can't have this whole, no, it's too much. Good example of when you're pushing it, yeah, like it was better earlier. But I might digress, what do you guys think about that though? But I like this here in the anime a lot, we are establishing that someone is behind the monsters. That being said, I don't think that this guy is behind the actual bad, you know, universe, right? I very much doubt that this guy we saw there, or the general first bad guys, or behind this like dystopian trash world. That feels much more like society, right? How this like some World War III or something or whatever. And sure, maybe the final bad guy, maybe that person is behind the whole dystopian universe thing. That might be possible. But I think most of the bad guys, though, aren't behind this thing. They're probably just utilizing whatever power they have, right, to try to take over control or whatever. Yeah, I don't think they are actually, like, you know, created the actual trash to begin with. They're probably just, like, trying to, you know, take over the planet or whatever in a given state, right? I don't think they started this whole thing. That would be surprising to me a lot if they did that. But again, maybe someone else. Yeah, I can see, I see the final big baddie perhaps have created this world. That would make sense. And we have to be subscribed and have a great day.